Do you have what it takes to be the best fantasy football player in your group of friends? Or even out of all the high school and college students in the competition? Play GM Genius to find out. And get in the running for the chance to win college scholarships and Amazon gift cards each week. Over $25,000 in prizes is up for grabs. In GM Genius, you have to think like a general manager of a football team. For each of the first 16 weeks of the regular football season, it'll be up to you to make the right calls about the best lineups and make predictions about player performance. We've made some changes to traditional fantasy football, reducing the impact of chance and increasing the role of skill. So, let's go through the basics of how to play GM Genius. First, you'll watch a weekly video lesson before you set your lineups each week. The videos will help you make better decisions in fantasy football. And they're all about 5 minutes or less, we promise. Rewatch the videos as many times as you want so you're prepared for the quick check questions. You'll answer the quick check questions before you set your lineup. The 4 questions are based on the information in the video. Take your time and rewatch it if you need to, because you get 5 extra points for every correct response, which counts towards your total weekly score. Then, after the quick check, you'll set your lineup for the week. The pre-selected player pool includes 60 top players projected for that week. Everyone has access to the same players, so it's all up to you to strategize about the best choices. Each week, you'll select 1 quarterback, 3 running backs, 3 wide receivers, and 1 tight end from the player pool. In addition to selecting your 8 starters for the week, you'll set your expected range for each player. When you set an expected range, you're identifying what you think are realistic minimum and maximum numbers for each player's fantasy score. As you get more information about a player in your lineup or his upcoming game, you may have second thoughts. That's a good thing. You can replace him with another player or change his expected range up until 10 minutes before he starts his game. You'll earn bonus points if a player scores within the expected range you set for him. The narrower the range, the more points you get. However, setting a narrow range increases your risk of missing out on bonus points altogether. So you have to ask yourself if the risk is likely to pay off. So, let's go more into how scoring works. Your total points are the sum of your quick check points, lineup points, and bonus points for a given week. Remember, for every quick check answer, you'll receive 5 points. Your lineup points are the number of fantasy points that your players earn for the week, according to standard, non-point per reception fantasy scoring rules. You'll earn bonus points if a player's fantasy points are in the expected range you set for him. Check out the frequently asked questions for a more detailed explanation. Throughout the season, you can set how your team is performing in real time, and also see how you stack up against your friends on the league and overall leaderboards for all GM Genius participants. To calculate your total season score for the grand prize scholarships, GM Genius will use the scores from your top 12 weeks. So don't sweat it if you have a bad week or miss one. In addition, we're giving out 20 Amazon gift cards to the top scorers each week. So get excited to compete. Even if you're a brand new fantasy football player, you still have a shot at success. If you make the effort to use the lessons you learn, you'll be in the GM Genius mindset in no time, and in the running for a prize. And don't forget to download our app and follow us on social media.